What new is there to say about this Toronto Raptors team? I mean, in all honesty, it seems like night in, night out. It's a disaster waiting to happen for the Toronto Raptors as they fall for the third time this year. They get swept by the Detroit Pistons, losing 118-104 in this game. You got swept. That team with that win today is like 13-33 or 13-32. 3 of those wins are against the Toronto Raptors. And 2 of those are by double digits. And for not 1 second in this game did the Toronto Raptors even show an inch that they wanted to win this basketball game. It was just an awful game to watch. With the loss, the Raptors now drop to 18-29 on the year. Hell, by the second quarter, you're down by 20. This is awful. First quarter, you're down by 8, 35-27. 35-27. You're down 8 after 1 quarter of play, and you allow 35 points in the first quarter alone. I mean, how sad is that? Then in the second quarter, you don't do much better. Actually, you do you do about the same. It's just as bad. You're -8 again in that second quarter. 31-23. You allow 66 points in the first half alone. You score 50. You're down by 16 to a Detroit Pistons team who had won 12 games all year. And you're down by 16 at halftime. Well, they're on a back-to-back. They're not playing in Toronto, technically in Toronto. I don't care about all the excuses, man. I could care less. But it seems like every game lately, when we're facing a Denver, a Utah, all this stuff, and they're fighting tooth and nail to the very end, but you play a team like Detroit, and you fall apart and die. Like, what the hell's wrong with this team? In the third quarter, you need some punch to get back in the game. Nope, you go down by 20-something. Oh, okay, great. And yeah, they made that little push in the fourth quarter. There really wasn't any push. They got it down to 14, but that was in garbage time. It meant nothing. For the most part, you were down by 20 plus. This game was never in question. You have lost 3 times to the Pistons. You lost to the Rockets, a team who had lost 20 straight until facing the Raptors. And look, I love Raptor fans, but let me tell you something real quick, and this is me being as straight up as I can be. Everybody's saying that this team needs a center, bad trade, losing Powell. Do you really believe? Because when Powell was here, this team was still no good. Right? They still couldn't rebound. They still gave up 1 million points a night. They were still bad. Well, get a center. One guy is not going to change the entire complexity of your organization. There's something going wrong, and it's not just one guy here, one guy there. It seems to be multiple things. You do not go from being a premier team to number 2 in the Eastern Conference to pushing that really good Celtics team last year to 7 games and being that close to the Eastern Conference Finals to being 18-29 and damn near getting lower and lower in the Eastern Conference by just losing a guy like Serge Ibaka. One guy does not do it. It's a collective effort, and this team has been downright terrible. The Raptors shot 41% from the field and 31% from three-point range. That ain't good. And you allow a team like the Detroit Pistons to shoot 51% from the field and 50% from three-point. 50! The Detroit Pistons average 106 a night over the course of their season. They scored 118 today. They scored 122 in the last meeting. The Raptors on the defensive end are just not engaged. They just aren't. And they have been terrible. They're in all aspects. Right? You can't find one thing and say, well, this team's been good at this and the No, they can't rebound the basketball in the defensive end. Their perimeter defense has been horrendous. Their interior defense has been awful, and they are horrendous on switching. That's why they're giving them basically 120 a night. It's sad to watch this team go out there and just crumble. I know people say, oh, tank for Cade. And I hear it. I get it. I understand when you're this bad, when your record is this terrible, and you're pretty much going to miss the playoffs. Why not think that way? But damn it, this team is not much different than last year. Yes, you lost Gasol. And yes, you lost Ibaka. But does that really go from being a 50 to 60 win team to being like a 20 win team? No. There's something else going on here, and we're not sure what it is. Could it be that they're not playing in Toronto? It's a possibility a little bit, but man, like you're going out there and you're playing great against these really good teams, and you're barely losing, and you're getting smucked by these terrible squads. No, nothing against these bottom feeder teams are going through rebuilds, but a team that in hindsight you should beat because you do have more firepower. And Corey Joseph dropped 17 today. What? Like, who saw that coming? The Raptors have been so bad this season. Their next game, they're playing OKC. A team that I think they're 9 games under 500. I think they've lost 3 straight. They're not playing great lately. It's an 8 p.m. tip-off against OKC on Wednesday night. The Raptors' schedule, if you're looking at it record-wise, they're not playing a 500 team over the next 3 games or whatever it is. You got OKC, I think you play Golden State, where they're a couple games under 500. Then you have, I think, the Houston Rockets, or the Wizards, I think, after Golden State. All those teams are under 500. So, the way this team's played this year, looks like they're going to get their absolute rear end kicked in by these teams. I hope I'm wrong. I hope this Raptor team goes out there and shows us effort on the defensive end, because we talked it over the years and years I've been covering this team. This team, when they lock down on the defensive end, it transitions into their offense, not even in the fast break. The momentum shifts into their offense. It has all the time. Boy, they're not playing defense. They're giving up 120 a night. They're giving up 118 a night. You don't get the stops. You're playing 5-on-5 defense all the time, and everyone's set up and ready to defend. And we all know this team is not the greatest at that. So the fact that they're not playing good defense, that's why they're getting the absolute tail. They have 1 win in March. 1! There's only 1 game left. It's sad, guys. It really is. This is a rage video, I think. But it's just embarrassing, honestly. Watching this team go from what they were last season, expecting them to be, a playoff team, but somewhere in and around the middle. And right now they're sitting, 11th in the Eastern Conference? And 11 games under 500? It's insane. It's absolutely insane. You know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. You enjoyed the video, and you did enjoy the game if you're a Raptor fan, and if you're somehow a Detroit fan and you found this video, smack that like button if you guys enjoyed this video. Do all that great stuff. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game. What the heck is actually going on with this team? Give me everything. Give me everything, Raptor fans. And going through the buyout market and getting, if Drummond was still available, bringing him in wouldn't do anything. It doesn't help you on the defensive end. It helps your rebounding. It doesn't help your defense. This is more than just a one-player fix, and I don't know what else to say about it. Guys, Twitter, I think I said, comment down below everything. Twitter's down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM, and all that great stuff. Also, the Instagram link is down below, so follow up there if you have not done so already. And I'll talk to you guys Jays Edition tomorrow, because we'll be breaking down the final spring training games that already happened. Wednesday will be the season preview for the Blue Jays, and then Thursday, Game 1 against the New York Yankees. Can't wait to get that going for you guys. And as for the Leafs, their next contest is on Wednesday, 7:30 puck drop in Winnipeg, taking on the Jets in a big game there in the Peg. And as for the Raptors, as I mentioned, they play the Oklahoma City Thunder on Wednesday night, 8 p.m. tip-off there. What team are we going to see? And are they actually going to be able to win a game and win their second game in March and have a 2-win month? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how it all plays out, though, guys. All right, so thank you so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and my misery. We'll talk to you guys then.